Hello friends. This screencast captures my experience of deciding why to implement a minor mode, along with the steps to do it. The process was a learning experience for me, and it might be for you too. For everything that I could have done better, or flat out did incorrectly, please let me know. In fact, I can't wait to find out what I could do better. That said, I wouldn't mind hearing about what I did right, too. A while back, I got curious about Unicode and all of the symbols that it provides. One in particular caught my eye, though, named mathematical double struck. Wanting to make it easy to insert these symbols into a buffer, I defined a sparse key map that helped transliterate ASCII, lowercase a through z, uppercase a through z, and 0 through 9 to Unicode. You can see that here. It worked, sort of. It had one very big problem. It left the key map after every key press. Needless to say, that isn't going to work. If you want to type more than one letter, it's not going to work. So that brings us to today. What should I do with this code now? Before I go any further, I did a quick check if someone solved this problem already. First, check Melpa. Second, GitHub. Third, Emacs Wiki. If you don't find anything, that's fine, but wait a second. There's still a lot of code out there on the internet, so do a web search. If nothing else, you'll probably find something new about the topic. There's one more search left now. Fifth and finally, search for solutions in other programming languages. There's a good chance that someone already solved this problem, and porting to Emacs Lisp could be a better approach than implementing from scratch. Of course, that's for you to decide. In my case, there wasn't any existing code in Emacs Lisp. There were a couple of JavaScript solutions though, which rocks. That said, transliterating ASCII to Unicode is so straightforward that there was nothing to port. With that in mind, and that check out of the way, I started setting up the foundation for a new minor mode. To get started, I ended up getting help from Chris Welland's awesome blog post. It has everything that you need. From there, I just followed the steps. Create a GitHub project, give a good description because you're going to use it throughout the implementation, create the body. I looked at other Emacs Lisp files to see what metadata made the most sense and copied it. Notice the difference too between the header text and the commentary body. The difference is what you want to do versus how that functionality is implemented. From here I wanted to write just enough code to have the mode turn on and turn off without errors. Once that worked, I ran through the checklist of byte compiling, looking for warnings, running fly check looking for warnings, spell checking with iSpell, grammar checking with langtool, and finally just staring at it for a few minutes to see if everything looked right. For people that aren't using diminish, mode line space is always precious, so I gave this mode an even shorter lighter of B3 for blackboard-bold. Testing it out, it works, starts, and stops. The first thing that I wanted to do next was to import a single key binding, the letter A for example. That worked fine. Then I brought in the rest of them, reorganizing them from lower to uppercase. While staring at it some more, I realized that I forgot the autoload, so I added that too. Testing went fine, everything seems to work, and I submitted it to Melpa. That is all that it took to set up a minor mode. Here are my lessons learned. Emacs makes it fun to implement. You can play and experiment, and maybe it leads to a package and maybe not. Packages make it fun to share, and so does Melpa. The last few years have changed everything. The Emacs documentation and bloggers rock. Take the deep dive or just get what you need. It is all helpful. Whom do we think? How far back do we go? I can comfortably say, thank you Emacs community, which includes the implementers, from the bottom of my heart. It's truly a heartfelt thanks. Because it's true. Thanks everybody, and have a great rest of your day.